Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Black Accountant. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Mo. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about unemployment, particularly what to do if your unemployment runs out. Okay. So I'm going to be talking mainly about two different types of things. So number one is the pandemic emergency unemployment compensation versus the pandemic unemployment assistance. So let's talk a little bit about the regular situation for most people. Say, you got laid off because of COVID last year, sometime in 2020, and then you filed your unemployment claim. And now either your unemployment claim is ending here now in 2021 or ended last year, and you're unsure of whether you're going to qualify for more unemployment assistance or not. So the important distinction here is, or before we even get to the distinction, let's talk a little bit about the regular situation. So I'm going to use this example because this is kind of what happened to me. I lost my previous job at the end of August in 2020, and I filed for unemployment, and I started qualifying for unemployment for September. So under your regular benefit year, it starts from whenever you applied and qualified pretty much for unemployment. So if I applied, because I applied in August, at the end of August, because I knew I was losing my job, and then I qualified in September. So my benefit year is from August 30th, 2020 to August 30th, 2021, if that makes any sense. So that's step one, right? And within your benefit year, you typically have 26 weeks of compensation that you would get for unemployment, which is, I believe, about 5 months and 1 week. So the idea there is that you use that cushion pretty much to pay off like major bills, and then you're looking for a job consistently throughout that time. Okay. And since I qualified at the end of August, so I used up September, October, November, December, and now January, February, or sorry, wow, I did my math completely wrong. 6 months. So now February comes around. At the end of February, I would be losing or finishing off my regular unemployment benefits. This isn't pandemic assistance or anything along those lines, just regular unemployment. So once that runs out, what ends up happening is I would then qualify for pandemic emergency unemployment compensation, which is the PEUC. And what that does is it adds up to an additional 24 weeks of paid unemployment during your benefit year. So this is if your benefits finish during your benefit year. My benefit year, as I had mentioned earlier, ends in August of 2021 because I filed in August of 2020. So now that I finished up my regular unemployment compensation at the end of February, now I'm kind of still unemployed. So automatically EDD, since EDD for California's EDD, the Employment Development Department, pretty much is going to automatically file the extension for an additional 13 weeks for me, where I now am part of the PEUC program. You can't claim regular unemployment and PEUC at the same time. So once you finish your regular unemployment, then you qualify for PEUC once you've exhausted your regular unemployment. So what that means is I would still be receiving benefits now through a different program, but in the same amount. And regardless of whether or not you're under regular unemployment, you're under PEUC or PUA, which is the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, you're still going to receive the additional $300 a week for any week that you're claiming after December 27th, 2020, up to 11 weeks. So you're still going to get that additional 300 regardless of which program that you're going to be enrolled under. Now, let's say that you're not under PEUC because that's what you were last year. So let's say you got laid off March 2020. And so you got laid off, or no, let's say you got laid off February 2020. And then you applied for unemployment in March. So your entire benefit year ends March 2021. So if that's what happens to you and you're no longer within you're applying or you run out of your regular unemployment during your regular year, um, benefit year, then what you're going to end up having to do is to reapply for unemployment compensation or unemployment insurance because your benefit year is going to have already ended. And if the EDD finds that you no longer qualify for regular unemployment insurance, you're going to receive a letter that says that, hey, you qualify for $0 in unemployment compensation, but they will still enroll you in now pandemic unemployment assistance, the PUA, because you ran through PEUC already and you've already ran through your regular unemployment, but now they got you covered with the PUA, which is the pandemic unemployment assistance for people who are applying for unemployment or still need unemployment after having completed the regular assistance that they had gotten in the previous years. So that's just kind of the main gist of it. If any of this is a little bit unclear, or if you have further questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to answer it in as much detail as possible.